Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunn again. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge pendant called the Slide, the 139201. A lot of you are going to use this as a dining pendant. Some of you will be putting this probably in hallways, entryways if they're tall enough so you can walk under them. And also I think this would be very cool if you put this over a kitchen island, provided you had other lighting in that ceiling, like some small hi-hats, something to talk about in the future. So let's get into the size of the fixture body itself, and that's going to be independent of the chain. 32.9 inches tall, so it's a pretty tall fixture. 45.2 inches, this is wide, but it's really the length of it. It's going to go the length of your table or your island. 22.5 inches in depth. So even though it's a very simple, it's kind of organic, modern, if you want to call it, I kind of think this is a great fixture. It's still going to be a good size, and it's going to be using this porcelain G9 socket. Hubbardton Forge calls this a halogen fixture. That's not quite true, because it's going to ship with halogen bulbs to begin with, but, and remember, you never touch a halogen bulb with your bare hands. The oils on your hands will diminish the bulb. Talk about that all the time. Anyway, getting back into what you can put into this, it's going to ship with these halogens. However, there are a ton of LEDs out on the market. There's a really good one that I like a lot that are going to be fine for this. It's a dimmable fixture. Put it on a dimmer if you guys want. If you're going to be buying LEDs out there in the world, I recommend buying them on Amazon or 1001 bulbs. That's really the best way to find them. So just put in G9 LED. You're going to be able to pick the size, the color temperature, the lumens, all those kind of things. There's no real limit when you do that. It's, the limit on this for the halogens is going to be, I believe, 40 watts, because it's kind of a self-contained glass. But when you get into LEDs like these guys, there's really no limit, because these are only drawing like 4, 5, 6 watts, maybe 7 watts, something like that. And it's really the size of the bulb getting into the glass, and we know these are pretty small. This is a 75 watt equivalent, believe it or not. This is probably a 60 watt equivalent. There's a lot of great LEDs out there in the world for you guys to play around with. Just do a little digging online and you should find them with no problem at all. This is going to be shipping with 36 inches of chain, 15 feet of wire, and a 5-inch round canopy that's going to go on the ceiling. It's going to go over your 4-inch junction box. Great way for you to see a lot of details on this is to hop over on the site, our site, HandmadeInVermont.com, on the page for this, and look over on the right-hand side of the screen. It's going to be a couple pull-down menus. One's going to be, it's probably just one actually, for finish. Scroll down a little bit, and over on the left there, you're going to see a link. It's going to say, click here for installations instructions PDF. Click on that for me. Those are the install instructions that are going to be in the box for this, and they provide beautiful, detailed, technical drawings for that you want to see, basically. It's going to show you how the canopy goes on your junction box, how the chain comes. Oh, in addition, if you need more chain, let's say you need more than 36 inches of chain, we do sell additional chain, very inexpensive. Chain opens up, has kind of a seam on it, so you can put it together, use as much or as little as you need, and just contact me for information about that. So those detailed drawings, they just give you tons of great information. So, it's a good idea to have those open when you're watching this video and kind of bounce back and forth. So the glass on this is going to be using Hubbardton Forge's opal glass. It's a white glass, so it kind of becomes a non-design element at the end of the day. It doesn't compete with the design of the fixture. It also lets a lot of light through. It's opaque. You can't see through it, so you're not going to be able to see these sockets, which is great. And now let's talk about finishes. Over on the left-hand side of your screen in the red tabs, if you're on our site, Handmade in Vermont, there's a Finishes Help Guide. Give that a click for me. You're going to see a video at the top of that page. That is me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes, mostly translucent finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart farther down on that page. So slide down there, no pun intended on this fixture, the slide. Go down to that chart, check that out. I'm going to be talking about that in depth, back and forth, back and forth. And when you're done with the video and all that stuff, go back to that chart, and you can click on any of those pictures, and a bigger window will pop up showing you more detailed pictures of other things in that finish. So just more examples of whatever you guys just want to see for finishes. And there you go. We're going to have this in our showroom at some point. Our showroom has over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. we have a what's on display page. It's over on the left hand side of your screen. Click on it and it'll just show you this monster page of everything we have here, including like the finish it's in, the shade it has on it, glass it has on it, all those details. So our showroom's open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can email us at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, or you can call 802-446-2400. Our showroom also has a clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's an awesome deal, but you have to come here to use it, and that's just another great incentive for you to visit us. Showroom samples, returns, discontinued stuff, all kinds of goodies in there. Bring measurements of anything you can think of. So bring your ceiling measurements, really measure, don't guess. Counter heights, counter sizes, all those good things. Size of your table so you're not guessing when you're here, because you're going to want to know all that stuff when you're going through our clearance stuff. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we are the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. Nobody else does that. Some larger items do not come back. We'll always tell you about that on our site, and custom things are also non-returnable. We also have a rush program. So Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. They don't stock anything. That's how you get all these finishes to play with. We can cut that time in half. It's very inexpensive, so just drop a quick email and I can tell you more about it. Sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, or again, you can call 802-446-2400. So I think that kind of covers pretty much everything. Any other questions, let me know. Thanks for stopping in today. Take care. Bye-bye.